Did you know that calcification of the pineal gland can profoundly impact your perception of reality? This fact is both surprising and alarming. Observing religious and spiritual leaders using symbols like the pine cone makes the connection to the pineal gland clear. This symbol has deep roots in ancient esoteric traditions, carrying a hidden and intriguing meaning. Before proceeding, I must warn you, the following information may shake your beliefs and perceptions. It is frightening to realize how often the pine cone symbol appears among the elites, and a deeper investigation reveals the impressive extent of its influence. Secret societies like the Rosicrucians have mastered techniques to activate the pineal gland, gaining a significant advantage over most people. To understand the true art of creating reality, it is necessary to look at the greatest masters of this practice: enlightened yogis, shamans, ancient Egyptians, and hermeticists. In these spiritual traditions, the pineal gland is often associated with the third eye. This association raises intriguing questions. Why have the elites and religious institutions dedicated so much time to studying this organ? What hidden knowledge do they possess about its true potential? Throughout history, elites and religious institutions have kept knowledge about the pineal gland associated with spiritual perception and heightened states of consciousness, a secret to control and manipulate the population. Symbols like the pine cone, often found in places like the Vatican, indicate a deep and esoteric knowledge carefully guarded by the powerful. By keeping people ignorant about the crucial role of this gland, they perpetuate a state of conformity and obedience, hindering spiritual awakening and the expansion of consciousness. The calcification of the pineal gland, caused by factors such as processed foods, heavy metals, and water fluoridation, could be a deliberate strategy to keep the population mentally asleep. This process prevents the pineal gland from functioning properly, reducing mental clarity, creativity, and spiritual connection. With a calcified pineal gland, people become less aware and less capable of questioning or challenging authorities, remaining in a state of submission. Concealing this knowledge allows elites and religious institutions to maintain an advantage over the population. Those who understand and utilize the potential of the pineal gland can achieve higher levels of consciousness and personal power, while the majority remains ignorant and submissive. This strategy of keeping the population in the dark serves to preserve the status quo and prevent the loss of control that could occur with a collective awakening. If more people had access to this knowledge and knew how to decalcify their pineal glands, they could empower themselves and promote a more conscious and spiritually connected society. In esoteric traditions, the pineal gland is often described as a portal to higher spiritual dimensions. When properly activated, it is believed to allow the perception of realities beyond the physical world, paving the way for transcendental experiences and deep insights into the nature of existence. In yoga practices, the secretions of the pineal gland are known as amrita, or the nectar of immortality. This nectar is believed to be used in 3 distinct ways: to strengthen the body and prolong longevity, create a state of ecstasy, or enhance perception and sensitivity. The activation of the pineal gland, or third eye, is frequently associated with the development of intuitive and clairvoyant abilities. Practitioners of various spiritual disciplines report that when the third eye is activated, it can lead to enhanced intuition, clairvoyance, and a deeper connection with spiritual realms. This activation is often described as the ability to see beyond physical reality and gain insights directly from the spiritual world. It is important to note that the activation of the pineal gland is often linked to experiences of altered states of consciousness. Individuals who undergo this activation report a profound sense of interconnectedness with the universe and access to divine consciousness. It is believed that the Rosicrucians and Freemasons have developed specific techniques to stimulate this organ, aiming to achieve higher states of consciousness and spiritual enlightenment. The hidden function of the pineal gland, therefore, seems to transcend its known biological function. This knowledge, kept secret for centuries, could explain why these societies have dedicated so much time and effort to the study of this organ. But what exactly do these spiritual traditions teach us about this mysterious inner eye? In Hindu tradition, the third eye is known as the Ajna chakra, located between the eyebrows. This energy center is associated with intuition, clairvoyance, and heightened spiritual perception. Its opening is considered a crucial step toward achieving spiritual enlightenment. It is believed that when this chakra is activated, the practitioner can experience inner visions, deep insights, and a direct connection with the divine. The Eye of Horus, an iconic symbol of Egyptian culture, is often interpreted as a representation of the third eye. For the ancient Egyptians, the activation of the third eye was linked to the soul's journey after death. The Egyptian Book of the Dead contains references to rituals and practices intended to awaken and strengthen the inner eye, preparing the soul to navigate the spiritual realms. In the esoteric interpretation of the Bible, the opening of the third eye is seen as a process of spiritual illumination, where the individual becomes full of light. This light is understood not as physical light, but as internal illumination, a deep understanding of spiritual truth. It is fascinating to observe how diverse and geographically distant cultures have shared similar concepts about the third eye and its spiritual significance. This suggests that throughout history, different civilizations may have independently discovered the hidden potential of the pineal gland, or that this knowledge may have emerged simultaneously in various places due to a collective memory through a non-physical morphic field that carries information across space and time. In this field, the acquisition of knowledge by one group would inexplicably influence other groups to reach the same understanding. But how can we access this hidden potential? Over centuries, specific techniques have been developed to activate and enhance the function of the pineal gland. These practices are believed to include advanced meditations, visualization exercises, and even the use of specific sound frequencies. The goal is to stimulate the pineal gland, allowing it to secrete substances that enhance perception and consciousness. The techniques for activating and visualizing the third eye, safeguarded for millennia, are now within reach of those seeking to expand their consciousness. Manly P. Hall, a renowned esoteric scholar, describes how Kundalini energy can activate the pineal gland, causing it to increase in size and vibration, often manifesting as a buzzing sensation in the head. This phenomenon is frequently associated with a significant spiritual awakening. Sadhguru, a renowned spiritual master, offers insights into the power of pineal gland secretions. An advanced technique to open the third eye involves creating a total vacuum within oneself. When performed correctly, this process can cause the door of the third eye to be sucked inward and open. Alternatively, some practitioners choose to contain everything internally, building pressure until the third eye opens naturally. It is important to note that the activation of the third eye can bring significant changes in perception. Sadhguru mentions that individuals who go through this process may become extremely sensitive to their environment, to the point of feeling the breeze passing through them. However, it is crucial to approach these practices with caution and respect. The activation of the third eye is a profound process that can have intense psychological and spiritual effects. Therefore, it is highly recommended to seek proper guidance from an experienced master or spiritual guide before venturing into these advanced techniques. But one fundamental question remains: how can this awakening of the pineal gland influence our perception of reality? The unexplored potential of the pineal gland suggests that we may be able to influence our reality in ways not yet understood by modern science. This enigmatic organ may be the key to unlocking latent capabilities in every human being, opening doors to a new era of consciousness and reality creation. If more people had access to this knowledge and knew how to decalcify their pineal glands, they could empower themselves and promote a more conscious and spiritually connected society. If you want to know more about how to decalcify your pineal gland, this next video talks precisely about that. If this video made sense to you, write in the comments, "It made sense to me." Remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all the latest teachings.